Let me now say something on the pastoral letter issued by the Bishops' Conference. They wrote a very scathing communique attacking our government and our president, Comrade E.D. Mnangagwa, accusing him of having done nothing, meaning in terms of fulfilling the promises that we made in 2018. And also, unfortunately, calling our government a violator of human rights. They also said our country is in a crisis. Of course, we dismiss these allegations with the contempt they deserve. Not only as baseless, but pandering to the demands of the MDCs. You know, the language was clearly tilted. In fact, you would say that the language seems to have been written by either Chamisa or Biti, more likely by Biti. All churches must know that their membership cuts across the political divide. And therefore, as they speak to the shepherds, to the sheep as shepherds, they must not be seen to be banishing certain sheep out of the fold, or to be aligning themselves with certain of the sheep. More so in the political arena, it doesn't come out well. It doesn't come out well. The language of victory, if anything, they will also ask for permission to seek dialogue. In this case, with the president, there was no approach that we know of that our president was approached for a dialogue with the Bishops' Conference and refused. I know that the president has been in dialogue with many groups. As he said right at the beginning, he's a listening president. Now, if you do not want to be listened to and you are condemnatory, what objective do you want to achieve? That is the question we ask. They talk about a crisis. Of course, the economy is not performing as it should. Why? Because of sanctions. But we don't see in their letter any condemnation of sanctions. We don't see any call for the uplifting, unconditional lifting of sanctions. We also know, of course, that the current problem we have is COVID-19, and it's impacting negatively those lockdown regulations. But be that as it may, we did not see anything of the sort. Talking about progress, we wanted to refer the Bishops' Conference to the progress with regards to re-engagement and engagement. We refer them to the roads revolution going in across the country. What we are doing on the Biti Bridge to Harare, those who travel that road should be able to know what is going on there. And we know there is a diocese, Catholic diocese in Mutare, in Mashingo rather. When they come to Harare, they should know that there is something happening. And they should chip in and to say, no, on this issue, I've come from Mashingo to Harare, this is what's happening between Mvuma and Chivu, or between Chivu and Beatrice. That's what we expect them to say. We also referred them to the manner in which we have thus far tackled the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Under very limited resources, government has done its level best to safeguard the lives of Zimbabweans. That endeavor. But no, we also refer them to the ease of doing business instituted since the new dispensation. We refer them to the ongoing crackdown against corruption at all levels, resulting in the expulsion of and conviction of high-ranking officials in central and local authorities. We also referred them to the ongoing dams construction across the country to support agriculture through irrigation. We talk about Marwanyati, which was completed, Causeway Dam, also completed, Gwaishangani, which is ongoing, and many other dam construction. Without a foundation, infrastructure foundation, roads, dams, power generation, you have no economy to talk about. We also referred them to the annual presidential farming input support scheme, which is benefiting in excess of 1.8 million households countrywide. To many, many people who we consider marginalized. We refer them to the progress we have made in bringing Chimanimani and Chipinge back to normal after Cyclone Idai. All that is not acknowledged. You know how many trips our president made to Chimanimani, Chipinge? That's not where it comes from. And I don't think there is any other place which has been visited as much as Chimanimani and Chipinge by our president, including the First Lady. That also good work is not acknowledged, and we ask why. We also refer them to the progress that we are making in stabilizing the financial sector through the tightening of regulations on mobile money transfer, the temporary suspension of the stock exchange, Zimbabwe Stock Exchange, which has since reopened, and the launch of the Victoria Falls foreign currency denominated stock exchange, which is in the pipeline. We also refer to them to the launch of the foreign currency exchange auction system, which has gone some way in white farmers to finalize the, or should we say, to cement and ensure the irreversibility of the land reform. That is significant. No reference to that momentous event. No reference anyway to the fact that Zimbabwe, ZANU-PF embarked on the land reform program, and that is what caused sanctions. No reference to land reform, no reference to sanctions, no reference to the global compensation agreement, none. These are achievements. We refer them also to the cleaning up process on housing and residential land, which had fallen into the hands of unscrupulous land barons, and this we have done through the Uchena Land Audit Commission. We also refer them to the completion of the Kariba South Power Extension Plant, but because of rain and ZANU-PF, only God gives us rain. Because of no rain, we are not able to tap into the 300 megawatt power plant which was completed. But as the